Am I audible? Just let me in the chat section. Okay, we'll start the session. Okay, so we have already discussed about what all important instructions for the exam. And I've told which sections to focus on first and how much time you have to allot for each of the section. I am looking at the chat also. There are two Sharath, is it? In the live session. Okay. Probability topics. Okay, if you are a member of our MCA section, MCA membership, then you can join us in the live session, okay, through Zoom. You can go to community page. You can go to community page in YouTube's homepage, in our YouTube channel homepage. You will see community page. And in that community page, the top link is the Zoom link. That is to join us in live in Zoom so that you can unmute and ask your doubt. Or if you prefer to be in YouTube live also, it's fine. You can ask the questions in chat itself and we are going to discuss. So we will take the question papers of previous years and we will discuss. If you think you need one more session, we'll conduct another session also. Like from right now, we'll have this session for 2 hours, 11 to 1. After that, maybe at 2 or 2:30, we can have one more session. Okay, if you need, you just let me know at the end of the session. So we will have one more session in the afternoon. That is again going to be for say some 1.5 hours or something. Okay, so we'll start solving the questions one by one from previous year's question papers. Please make a note of all the questions. Yeah, okay, right. Manoj and Sharath, you're able to hear me, right? These two students are there with me
Yes,
in
ma'am.
live. Yes, okay. Let me take 2022 question paper. All questions are not there in this. We are going to solve only those questions from max topics. First term of a GP. First term of a GP is 1. Third and fifth terms is 90. The common ratio is. So this is based on geometric progression. So what is a common term? What is geometric progression? Common term, general term. All of you are aware of arithmetic and geometric progressions, right? I want each one of you to solve along with me and give me the answers. So here, first term of the GP is 1. So this is A. A is 1. And sum of third and fifth terms is 90. So use A in formula. What is A in formula? General term. A into R power n minus 1. This is for a geometric progression. What is a general term of an arithmetic progression? Geometric term of an arithmetic progression is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, this is the geometric term of an general term of an arithmetic progression. So here we are writing the general term for a geometric progression, which is a into r power n minus 1. So what is third term? Third term is a3, which is ar square. And what is fifth term? Fifth term means a5, which is a into r power 4. Is this clear, everyone? Now the sum of these two is 90. So ar square plus ar to the power 4, these two together is 90. Then common ratio is, we are supposed to find what is r. A is 1, we will substitute that. So this becomes r square plus r power 4 is 90. We are supposed to find what is r. We will take r square common here. I'll take r square common. You will get 1 plus r square, and that is 90. Or in other words, what I will do here is I will take r square as, let r square equals to x. Because this is a biquadratic equation, I'll get r square as x. So you'll get x into 1 plus x is 90. Now tell me what should be the numbers. What should be the numbers? X into 1 plus x is 90. So it has to be 9 into 10, right? X into 1 plus x means you have, yeah. So x into 1 plus x means you have 9 into 10 is 90. So x is 9, 1 plus 9 is 10. So what is x? X is 9. Is this clear? X is 9. So if x is 9, r square is x, right? So what is r square? R square is 9. It means r is square root of 9, which is plus or minus 3. So r can be plus 3 or minus 3. In both the cases, sum of third and fifth term is 90 is what we are getting. I believe here, if it is minus 3, you might not get 90. So it is plus 3. Understood, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Because see here, if r is minus 3 and this is geometric progression, you need to keep on multiplying that r to get the next term. When you are multiplying this negative number, so you will get alternatively positive and negative values. So third and fifth term together, you might not get 90. Okay, so we will consider 3, or also if you have plus or minus 3 as two different options, you will have to find out which is correct. But here anyways, there is one option, right? So that is your answer. This, please make a note of this. This is based on geometric progression. Next question is based on set theory. I'm not sure if I have explained this in set theory topic. What is a power set? I think I have told this in set theory. What is a power set of a given set?
2 to the power of n, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Power set means it is the it's a set of all possible subsets. A set of all possible subsets of a given set is called as power set. Number of elements in power set of any given set is 2 power n. Okay. Here a number of elements is 3. Therefore, 2 power 3, 8. is the answer. See, this is in your section 1, and right now you will know section 1. This is very simple question, right? It does not require 1 minute time. So in the first section of 60 questions, every question does not require 1 minute time. Maybe this question might have taken you 1 minute for solving, whereas this question, it literally requires only 10 seconds, because you know, the moment you know power set is 2 power n and you know what is n, you will be able to write what is 2 power 3. So power set is 2 power 3, 8. So if you can solve the questions quickly, you'll have plenty of time to solve the lengthy questions. Okay, next one. Everybody in a room shakes hands with everybody else. Total number of handshakes is 45. Total number of people in the room. This is a combination based question. We also call it as handshake theorem. I have explained this also in the class. So here, number of handshakes is, so number of handshakes is NC2. If you're using combination concept, it is NC2. Or if you're just using that principles of addition and multiplication, then it is n into n minus 1 by 2. Because there are n people in the room and every person is shaking hand with all the remaining n minus 1 people. So if there are 10 people in the room, every person will shake hand with the remaining 3 people, right? With remaining 9 people. So every person is shaking hands with remaining n minus 1 people, and then divide by 2, because every handshake is counted twice, once for one person, once for the other person. Yes, Sharif, the answer is correct. So here, total number of handshakes is 45. So this is 45. So n into n minus 1 is 45 into 2, 90. Now you know product of two consecutive numbers should give you 90. And this is a bigger number and this is a smaller number. So it is 10 into 9, that is 90. So n is 10. Yes, Rocky has answered n is 10, correct. Let us solve the next question. This is a question based on probability. If A and B are mutually exclusive events, given that P of A is equal to P of B, probability of A is equal to probability of A is given to be 3 by 5. Probability of B is 1 by 5. You are supposed to find probability of A or B. Now, what is mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive events means intersection means they do not have common occurrences, or they don't have anything in common. Or in other words, you can say A intersection B is 0. Okay, if A intersection B is 0, then probability of occurrence of that is also 0. So what is A or B formula? Probability of A or B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A and B. And is intersection or is union. Okay. So we have solved this question in one of the previous sections, I believe, under probability video, where we have tried to find out how many numbers are there between say 1 to 100, that are, what is the probability of getting a number that is a multiple of 3 as well as multiple of 5. So such questions were there. Okay, similar to that. So what is probability of A? 3 by 5. What is probability of B? 1 by 5. And since it is a mutually exclusive, probability of this is 0. So 3 by 5 plus 1 by 5 is 4 by 5, which is 0.8. Yes, Dhruva, answer is correct, 0.8. Everyone understood this? If you have not understood any of the step, kindly ask. Next question. This is based on straight lines. In straight lines, we have parallel and perpendicular lines, and you know what is slope, right? Slope of a line. So 2 points are required to form slope of a line. See, we are going to discuss a little bit of concepts also, so that those who are aware of it will anyways know how to solve it. Those who have still not done uh, more preparation, then this concepts will help them to solve similar other questions also. Okay. So if two lines are there, slope is the inclination towards x-axis. Okay, slope of a line denotes how much it is inclined with respect to x-axis. To find this, any straight line needs 2 points, right? A straight line requires 2 points. Suppose this point is x1, y1, and this point is x2, y2. Then to find slope, we use difference between y coordinates divided by difference between x coordinates. This is slope of a line, and this gives you what is the inclination towards x-axis. Okay, and in a given line, if two lines are given, if their slopes are equal, so for parallel lines, make a note of this. For parallel lines, slopes are equal. We usually denote slope as m. So if I consider two lines L1 and L2 and their slopes are m1 and m2, slopes are equal. That is m1 will be equal to m2. That is in case of parallel lines. For perpendicular lines, if two lines are perpendicular, what are perpendicular lines? Angle between them is 90 degrees, right? So product of slopes is -1. Product of slopes is equal to m1 into m2, and that is equal to -1. Or you can say product of slope of one line is the negative reciprocal of slope of the other line. So these are the 2 points you have to make a note. Here they have given that two lines are parallel. If difference between their slope is, see, if two slopes are equal, then they're called as parallel. If they are equal, then the difference between them will be 0. Okay, answer here is 0 because for parallel lines, slopes are equal. Hope this is clear. If it is perpendicular lines, the product of slopes is -1. According to that, the question will be asked. The next question is a trigonometry question. It's based on trigonometric formulas. Tan A is given and tan B value is given. If tan A is 1/2, tan B is 1/3, then the value of A plus B is pi/6, pi/0, and pi/4. So here, since tan A and tan B is given, of course, you're going to take the tan A plus B formula. Okay. So what is tan A plus B formula? Write down tan A plus B formula. Tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A into tan B. This is the formula. Make a note of this. Screen is same. Huh? Can you see now? I think now you should be seeing. So tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A into tan B. So if you have tan A minus B, okay, if you have tan A minus B, then the formula becomes tan A minus tan B in the numerator. In the denominator, you will have plus. Okay, tan A minus B, whatever is there here, that is a sign for the numerator, and for the denominator, it is the opposite sign. Tan A minus B is tan A minus tan B. Denominator will be 1 plus tan A tan B. So here, we are supposed to find A plus B. So I will use tan A plus B formula, which is equal to tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A into tan B. Simplify this. This is going to be LCM is 6. You will have 3 plus 2, 5 in the numerator. And this is 1 minus 1 by 6, which is 5 by 6. So 6 and 6 gets cancelled. This is 3 plus 2, 5. This also gets cancelled with this. You will be left with 1. When is tan a plus b 1? For 45 degrees, that is pi by 4. So tan pi by 4 is 1, which is 45 degrees. So the answer is answer is pi by 4. Is it clear? You should know the values of all trigonometric angles. Okay. Next question is this has only this many in this is a question from 2020 question paper. Least integral value of k for which k minus 2 into x square plus 8x plus k plus 4 is greater than equal to 0 for all x belonging to the real number set. How to solve this? See, these type of questions, don't try to solve using the usual method. Most of the questions under max section, you'll be able to solve by looking at the options. Okay, here, what is a question here? What value of k? For what, there are certain values of k for which this expression that we have written here, k minus 2 into this much should be greater than equal to 0. We don't know the value of x. We are going to find out what is the value of k, the least value of k for which this is going to be greater than 0. Now you just take the options, take from the least option. Don't and you should know what value you're taking first for checking, because they're asking the least value. So don't take 5 first for checking whether this satisfies, because for this maybe it is satisfied, but the question is what is the least integral value. So take from the least value. Let us take, is this only for MCA? Yes, Mithun, this is for MCA max only. There are few questions on probability, combinations and all that we will be discussing. Those questions will be common to MBA, but mostly the focus is on MCA. Okay, if you're looking for MBA questions to be solved, please watch the video that the live session that we have conducted yesterday afternoon, that is available in the live section. In the channel, you should go under live section, or you can go to PGCET playlist. You will get yesterday's video, which says exam revision. Okay, so we will start at 0. So take k is equal to 0 and substitute in this equation. If k is 0, this is minus 2 x square plus 8x plus k is 0, so 0 plus 4 is 4. Now, is this greater than or equal to 0? Check. Now, for all x belonging to R, what does R mean? R means a set of real numbers. When we say real numbers, this includes 0, positive numbers, negative numbers, decimal values, everything. Okay. R is a set of all possible values. Okay. Now, for all values of x, will this be greater than equal to 0? Not necessarily, because okay, we'll just check this. If I take x as 0, then this term and this term will be 0, and you will get 4, which is greater than 0. Suppose I take x as a positive number, x is 1. Okay, if I take x1, this is going to be minus 2, and this is going to be 8 into 1 is 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 is 12, and then minus 2 is going to be 10, which is still greater than equal to 0. And then if you take minus 1, minus 1 square is again minus 1. Okay, -1 square is +1 into -2 is -2, but this will become negative and this is +4. So here this is not greater than equal to 0. Understood? No? You have to take a value of k for which for all values of x, this entire equation should be greater than or equal to 0. So here you have observed that when you take x as 0, this will be greater than equal to 0. If you take positive number for x, it may or may not be greater than 0. See, for example, if I take a big value for x, then suppose x is 9. Okay, if x is 9, then x square is 81. 81 into -2 is -162. 81, yes, 81 into this plus 8 into 9 is 72 plus 4. So this is going to be a negative number because this number will become a bigger number. Is this clear? Understood? So this is not our answer. So how to check this? First take for x, k as 0, you substitute. Now this should be greater than equal to 0 for all values of x. When x is 0, this is greater than 0. You tried x with +1 and it was still greater than 0. When you tried x with -1, that is -1, it was not greater than 0. Therefore, this is wrong. So you have to try with 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So try with 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 into x square is x square plus 8x plus. Now k plus 4 is 3 plus 4, 7 equals to 0. Now this is going to be correct answer because here will this value be greater than 0 for all values of x? See here x is squared, right? So whether you take positive number or negative number, this is going to be 0. This is going to be positive because a negative number square will be a positive value. And then this here we have a positive number. This is going to be a negative value. Now this depends on what is the value that you are taking. Suppose I take -1. Suppose I take -1. See, if you take x as positive number, of course it is positive because this is positive, this is positive, this is also positive. Adding all three positive values, you will get a positive number only. The issue is if you take 0, again, these two will become 0. 7 is positive, it is still positive. You have to check only for negative none. Suppose you take a negative number, what happens in this case? This will become positive, this is positive, and this one is going to be negative. Now, what is the impact here? Now, x square is going to be positive, but 8 into this is going to be negative. Let me take x as -1. So, -1 square is +1. -1 into 8 is -8. And then +7 equals to 0. So this is 8 minus 8, which is 0. Any number greater than -1 when you take the value, if you take -2, -2 square is 4. 8 minus 2 is -16 and then 7. Understood? Here again, the negative number is greater. Therefore, this is also not our answer. I think 4 should be correct. So check all the values and then you will get the answer. So take k as 4. If you take k as 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, 2x square plus 8x plus 4 plus 4 is 8, and that is equal to 0. Now, this should be greater than equal to 0. And do not simplify this, okay? Do not remove the common factors. You can do. So here you take off 2, then you will get x square plus 4x plus 4 greater than equal to 0. Now x square plus 4x plus 4 is nothing but x plus 2 greater than equal to x plus 2 square should be greater than equal to 0. In this case, x plus 2 should be greater than equal to 0 and x should be greater than equal to 2. In that case, the number is going to be positive always, but 3 we did not get. Okay, so 4 if you take, then now take any value of x. We are not going to check with 0 and positive value because of course all this will become positive. We'll start with negative number, and for -1, this is 2, this is -8, and this is plus 8. Minus 8 plus 8 will get cancelled and you will get 2. And if you take minus 2 square is 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into minus 2 is minus 16. And then this is 8. This will be equal to 0, right? And if you take minus 3, 3 square is 9 into 2, 18. And then this is minus 6, 3, right? So 24. And then this is 8. So you can see that this is greater than 0. Yeah, correct. So this is greater than 0. We don't need what is the exact answer. We just need to know whether it is greater than 0 or less than 0. So when k is 4, we saw that for all the values of this particular, when k is 4, all the values will be greater than 0. Okay. Is this clear? Take some time. Okay, you have to use the options and solve it. It definitely takes some time. This is the types of questions that will consume more time. But all the questions will not be of this type. So you have to balance it. Questions which takes more time and less time. You'll have to balance. Have you all watched the logarithm video that I shared yesterday? Compulsorily, you will get a question of logarithm. 1 or 2 questions you will get from log. Binomial theorem, you will get 1 question every time. Okay, solve this. Solve this and give me the answer. X is a value that is greater than equal to 4 and less than equal to 9. Okay, 4 and 9 included. It is between 4 to 9. Which of the following is true? Just think and tell me which is true. And here, none of all of the above or none of these is not an answer. Therefore, it is easier to get the answer. So you can check with first option. And then if that is true, you don't have to check the other options because only one of this is true. Anu and Dhruva has given the answers. Okay. Others got the answer. Multiply this x minus 4 into x minus 9. Here, this number is between 4 and 9, both inclusive. Okay. So this should be true for all values of x. And in an equation, when you are taking like this, you cannot take a different value for this and different value for this. In one equation, when you are considering, both x will be of the same value. Understood? Now, first one is not true because suppose x is 4, because x is equal to 4 also and it is equal to 9 also. Suppose x is 4, then 4 minus 4 will be 0, right? And this will be a negative number, but this will be equal to 0. You will not get less than 0. You may get less than 0 sometimes, but not always. And when x is 9 also, this will be equal to 0 because x minus 9 will be 0. Suppose you take x is equal to 6 or something. 6 minus 4 is 2 and 6 minus 9 is minus 3. It will be less than 0. But since x includes 4 and 9 as well, for 4 and 9, this will be equal to 0. It is not less than 0. So this is wrong. The equation that you choose should be true always. Okay. And for the second option, greater than 0 is wrong because just now we saw when x is 4 and 9, product is going to become 0. For all the values between 4 and 9, product will be less than 0 because any value you take, when you do x minus 4, you will get a positive number. And any value x minus 9 will be negative number because maximum number is 9, right? So even if you take 7, 7 minus 4 is 3. 7 minus 9 is minus 2. So it's going to be less than 0. So what is the answer? It will never be greater than 0. And we have just checked that it is less than 0 for all the values except 4 and 9. For 4 and 9, it will be 0. For all other values of x between 4 and 9, it is going to be less than 0. So answer is option C. Manoj, correct answer is option C. Okay, we'll take the next question. Next question is a logarithm question. Yes, solve this log question and give me the answer. Where is the question paper? Yes, what is the answer? It's not there. Anyone got the answer? Don't know how to solve? Log x to the base 2 plus log x to the base 4 plus log x to the base 16 is equal to 21 by 4. Then value of x is. None of you have solved it? Okay. See here, all of you know that log a to the base b can be written as log a by log b. Does everybody know this? Log a to the base b, we have a rule. Log a to the base b can be written as log a by log b. Okay, we will use that method here. Okay, log x to the base 2 is written as log x by log 2 plus log x to the base 4 is written as log x by log 4 plus log x to the base 16 is written as log x by log 16. So first rule, we have applied this. The next rule is, if you have the next rule that we are applying is log of a power m is equal to m into log a. If you have watched the logarithm video, you will understand this method. I have explained all these properties and when to use which one. If you are a member, you'll be having access to that log video. Okay, log a to the power m is m into log a. Means if you have expressed a number as a power, then this power becomes the product. So using that, I can write this is log x by log 2 only. Whereas this one, it is log x by log 4. 4 can be written as 2 square, right? So this is same as 2 log 2. Understood how we have written 2 log 2? Next, log x by log 16 can be written as 2 power 4. So log of 2 power 4 is 4 log 2. Hope this is clear, everybody. Now you can see that denominator has log 2 into something. This is log 2, this is 2 log 2, this is 4 log 2. So LCM is 4 log 2 or you don't have to rewrite it again. I'll just multiply here directly. LCM is 4 log 2, means all the denominators we have to make it 4 log 2. So here I need to multiply 2, here I need to multiply 4. So if I'm multiplying 4 here, I need to multiply 4 here also. Here I have multiplied 2, so I'll multiply 2, and here nothing. Now all the denominators, it is 4 log 2. Understood? And here I have 4 log x, 2 log x, and 1 log x. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7 log x. Is this clear, everybody, so far? Now 7 log x by 4 log 2 is what we have got. This is your left hand side. That is 7 by 4. Log x by log 2, I will write it again as log x to the base 2. And this is equal to 21 by 4. Now 7 by 4 goes to the right hand side, or directly also you can cancel 21 by 4. This becomes 4 by 7. 4 and 4 gets cancelled, and this is 3. So log x to the base 2 is 3. How to rewrite it in index form? To rewrite it in index form, this also I have explained in the video. That is the first statement I have explained. What is log? If you have log of a to the base m is equal to b, to rewrite it in index form, ignore log, make this base as the actual base. These two numbers you interchange. So b comes here, a goes here. Okay, this is how you write. So log x to the base 2 is 3. I will convert it to index form. Yes, 8 is correct, Sharat. So I will convert this to index form. So for this, I will not write log. 2 is going to be the base. X and 3 are interchanged. So what is x? It is 8. All of you understood this? First, here we have used, again, see, for me to explain, I have written so many steps. When you are solving, you don't have to write in this much detail. You can skip steps. Okay, I have written in detail. We have used two rules. One is log a to the base b can be written as log a by log b. And another rule is log a to the power m can be written as m into log a. Okay, so using this rule, we have written it this as fractions. Using this rule, I have written log 2 in all the denominators. We have taken LCM. This is what we get. This is the left hand side. After that, we have compared with the right hand side, and we get log x to the base 2 is 3. And then we will convert it to index form. That gives you the answer. Is everybody clear with this procedure? See, this is important. You will have many questions of this type. Every year, you will have at least 2 questions from logarithms. If you are a member and if you have not yet watched the logarithm video, do it immediately. Okay, you have logarithm, you have binomial theorem. You will get one question from binomial theorem every time. Matrices video is uploaded a little while. 1 hour before, I have uploaded matrices video under member section. And then determinant video I'll upload in another 1 hour after this session. I'll upload. Okay. Next, which of the following cannot be order of power set of a finite set? Yes, tell me. 12. Okay, why? Why 12? Order means number of elements. Which of these cannot be number of elements in the power set of a finite set? Why? Easy way ilva. Yavudake? Previous log iga? Log question iga? Log is already easy ne. Steps tumba kanistide ashte, but it is actually easy only. All the steps together will take you only 1 minute for you to solve. Yes, question number 4, 12. It's not in the 2 power. Yes, good. Why is 12? 12 is the correct answer. What is power set of a finite set? It is 2 power n, where n is the number of elements, right? So n, if it is 1 element, 2 is answer. If it is 2 elements in the main set, it is 2 power 2. So whatever number of elements in the power set has to be 2 power only. 8 can be written as 2 power 3. This can be written as 2 power 4 and this is 2 power 5. This you cannot write it as 2 power of any element. Okay. Therefore, this cannot be the order of any power set. Correct. Next question. Next question is based on percentage. Shall we solve it or no? Do you want to solve this? I'll just show you the question. If you want me to solve, I'll solve. Otherwise, we'll skip it. Upload binomial theorem problems. Yet it is done already. I think it is there under members section. Binomial theorem concept with problems is already uploaded in the members section. For exam, we have to remove earrings. No. You can wear. Earrings and all you can wear. See, things that they avoid. What? No, Dhruva, you're telling no. For earrings, is it? I'm not sure. See, things that they tell you not to use are those things through which you can copy, through which malpractice can happen. For example, smartwatches or digital watches. There are digital watches where you can send a message in WhatsApp also, right? They don't want that to happen, right? And they don't want, I think they'll not even allow shirts with collars, because below the collar you can have chits, is their belief. Some examiners, I mean, they won't say that we won't allow you, they'll check and then leave you. So it's better to wear some round neck t-shirts. Guys, it's better to wear some round neck t-shirts which does not have collar. Okay. Earrings and all, not a problem. You can wear earrings, you can wear bindi, you can put lipstick. That is all not a problem. Okay, so we will solve this. This is based on percentages. In a certain town, 25% of families own cell phone. I think this you can also solve it using set theory. 15% of families own a car and 65% of families own neither cell phone nor the car. If 500 families own both cell phone and car, then total number of families in the town is. You can solve it using the formula or you can use the Venn diagram. I will use Venn diagram. You can use formula also. I'll show you both the methods. I'm using Venn diagram here. I will mark this as families owning phone and car. Okay. P for phone, C for car. Here, they say that first I'll write only percentages. Okay. 25% of the families own cell phone. Means this phone group, there are 25% families. Means this entire P circle is 25. I will not write how much it is here now because I have to first enter the common area. Okay. And then 15% of families own a car and 15% of the families own a car. So in this car circle, we have 15. 65% of the families own neither a cell phone nor a car. Means this 65% families do not come under both the circles. Is this clear? So this 65 does not come under both the circles. So I will write this 65 outside. This is a universal set which completes all the families, which covers all the families. 65% of the families are not written inside the P circle or the C circle, so they are outside. Now, how much should be there inside this two circles together? We need to have 35. Okay, these two circles together, we need to have 35. Is that clear? Because totally we are talking about percentage. Total, it has to be 100. 65% do not belong in both the circles. So 35% should be combined. These two circles combined is 35. And you see that 25 and 15 are there, right? Number of people who use phone is 25%. I'm writing it as 25. And car is 15. Total is 40. But this total should be 35 only. So how much is extra? 5, right? That 5% is the number of families that are common. Okay, so now entire P circle is 25. So here you have 5, therefore this has to be 20. And entire C circle should be 15. So here I have already written 5. Therefore this is 10. Hope this is clear. Number of people who use phones are 25. Number of people who have car is 15. Total is 40. But it is not exactly 40 families because some of the families are included in both. Now they say that 65% do not include in these two categories. Therefore, we are excluding that 65. So this two together should be 35 only. But we are getting 40. That 5 extra is because they are common. They're counted twice. So after writing this 5, I have written the other number so that now P circle is 25, C circle is 15. Now, what is this 5%? This is 5%. We're talking about percentages, right? This 5% is 500 families. So what is the total number of families? That is 100%, right? 100% is going to be 10,000 families. 10,000 is the answer for this question. This is set theory. If you're using formula, this is how you write. Totally P union C is equal to number of C minus number of P intersection C. Okay. So number of P intersection C we don't know. Number of P is 25. This is plus. Number of C is 15. And then we know that 65% are not included. So this is just 35. And number of people in the intersection. So you get number of people in the intersection is 40 minus this 35 comes to the right hand side, which is 5. So this 5% is equal to 500. So you can find out what is 100%. Hope this is clear. Hope this is clear. This is how you solve if you are using formula without diagram. Again, here what you're finding is this part. Once you find this part, we know that 500 families own both phone and car, right? So this 5% is this 500. So we will be able to find out what is the 100%. This question we have solved in quick solution. Please go through that. This question was sent by one of the student as a doubt. I am not solving this. We have this another playlist in the YouTube channel, no? It says PGCET quick solutions. Okay. In that this is explained, you can go through that. Answer, I think we get -1 here. Just go through that. We have to take both these equations as simultaneous equations. Subtract this from this. So here you will have minus signs. Okay. So x square and minus x square will get cancelled. You will get ax minus bx. And then here you have plus b minus a. You can refer to the solution. So if you take x common here, you will get a minus b. Shifting this to the right hand side, you will have a minus b. So x is equal to a minus b, y by a minus b, x is 1. We are supposed to find what is a plus b. Then I will take one of these equations and substitute x as 1 here. So x square is 1 plus a into x is a plus b is equal to 0. So a plus b is -1. Okay, 1 goes to the right hand side, it becomes -1. Step by step, I have explained in detail in that quick solutions playlist. You can go through that. This question is actually a permutation based question, but this type of question is very common for MCA, not for MBA. So I'm solving this. Total number of permutations of 4-letter words that can be made out of the letters of the word examination is. See, here we have a word examination. From this, we need to find out how many 4-letter words are possible. Okay. So how many letters are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 letters are there. So if there are no repetitions in this, the formula would be just 11p4. That will be the formula. Okay, but here we have repetitions. I have told you, I have solved the question of this type where repetition is involved. What we usually do is we'll count what all repetitions are there, how many a is there, how many n is there, we'll count that and we'll divide by the factorial. That you have to do only when you are taking all letters of this word for rearranging. Understood? I remember I have solved a question like this. So suppose you take the word Monday. How many ways you can rearrange letters of this word? There are 6 letters. So therefore the answer is 6 factorial 720. That is the answer. Suppose you are rearranging a word like this, letters of the word like this. So here number of letters is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the answer is not 7 factorial because we have repetitions. So you have to consider 7 factorial and then divide by all the repetitions. S is repeated 3 times, so take 3 factorial. C is repeated 2 times, so take 2 factorial. Simplify this, this will give you the answer. This is when you are taking all the letters of this word and rearranging them. Okay. But here the question is different. You have a 11-letter word. If it does not have any repetitions, then how many 4-letter words can be formed? 11p4. But here we have repetitions. So when you choose 4 letters, you may or may not choose the letters that are repeated. Okay. So you have to consider many cases here. First thing, how many letters are there? You have E, X, A, M, I, N. After that, A is already written. T I'll write. Again, I is already written. I'll write O. N is already written. Okay, so how many letters are there in this case? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. See, there are different cases here. And what all repetitions do we have in this case? A is occurring twice, no? A is occurring twice. N is occurring twice. I is occurring twice. Understood? A is occurring twice. N is occurring twice. I is occurring twice. Is everybody able to understand? Does any of you need me to explain in a little bit of Kannada also? Please mention in the chat section. Okay, so 3 letters are occurring twice. Now there are different cases that you have. What are the different cases? First case is when no repetitions. None of the, see, you're picking 4 letters. You have to pick any 4 letters from this many letters and then do the arranging. Now, when you pick these 4 letters, first one possibility is that all the 4 letters that you're picking are different. Okay, unique letters, which is this case. You're picking one of these 8 letters. So how many repetitions? I mean, what is the number of arrangements are possible in this case? Number of arrangements where there are no repetitions. Yes, Kannada will be easy to understand. Okay. So here you have 11 letters. 11 letters ಇದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 3 letter ಬಂದು ಎರಡೆರಡು ಸತಿ repeat ಆಗಿದೆ. What is permutation here? We have to pick any 4 letters and arrange them. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ 4 letters ತಗೊಂಡು arrange ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. How many such possibilities are there? ಇಲ್ಲಿ different cases ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ 4 letters different ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಏನು repetition ಇಲ್ದಿರ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೇಸು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 1 ಲೆಟರ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಈ 3ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 1 ಲೆಟರು ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ 2 ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ, ನೀವ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬರೀ 4 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 4 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್. ಈ 4 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ. 4 ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ? ಮೇ ಬಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ 2 ಸತಿ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಲೈಕ್ ಸೇ ಎ 2 ಸತಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್. ಆರ್ ಎನ್ 2 ಸತಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್. ಐ 2 ಸತಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್. I have not sent mock paper for MCA in the group. Yeah, I forgot. I will send it after the session. Both MBA and MCA mock papers I'll send. Okay. Okay, that is one possibility. Another possibility is 2 letters repeat ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎನ್ ಎನ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಆರ್ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಎನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ, ಆಲ್ these are possible. Okay, so out of 3 different letters that are repeating, there are 2 of the letters that you have taken which is repetition. All these are possible. Screen is same as previous. No. Okay, fine. Right. These are all different possibilities you have to consider. First, all different ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. All different letters ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, from this 8 letters you need to take any 4 and arrange it, which is 8p4. Okay, what is 8p4? 4 numbers from 8 in the decreasing order, which is 8 into 7 into 6 into 5. Okay, 40 into 42. 40 into 42. 40 into 40 is 1600 plus 1680. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, this is all different letters ಇರುವಂತ words ಬಂದು 1680 words ಬರುತ್ತೆ. All different ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಬರೀ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ 8 ಇದೆ, ಈ 8 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 4 ತಗೊಂಡು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, which is 8p4 1680. Okay, what is the second case? 2 same letters. 2 letters same ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ 2 letters different ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ 2 letters ಸೇಮ್ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ತಗೋಬಹುದು. So there are 3 options. Out of 3 options, you are choosing any one of the option, isn't it? Which is 3. Understand? 3. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದ್ 2 letter repeat ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. And then see how to consider this. 2 letters ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 2 letters ಸೇಮ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ 2 letter ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So for the remaining, suppose you are taking A is coming twice. Now here, when we consider all these different letters, we will not take A at all. So suppose you are taking A twice. Then how many remaining letters do you have? ಇನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ 2 letters different ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ 2 letters ಸೇಮ್ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾವು ಎ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಸೇಮ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ 3 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಎ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಆರ್ ಎನ್ ಎನ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಆರ್ ಐ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ 3 ways. ಇಂಟು 2 letters ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, 2 letters ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಇನ್ 2 letters ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ we have to not consider the repetition. So ನಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ 8 ಇದೆ ವಿತೌಟ್ ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಆರ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ ಐ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ನಾವು 2 ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಎ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎ ನಾವ್ ಇವಾಗ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ 7 letters ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 2 letter ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 4 letters ನಾವು. ಈ 4 letters ನ ನಾನು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Understand this clearly. Okay, 4 letters first ನಾವು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಇದು ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? 4 letters ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು 4 factorial ways. ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 letters ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ 2 ಸೇಮ್ letters ಬರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? 3 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ತರದ್ದು. 2 ಎ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ 2 ಎನ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ 2 ಐ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ 3ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 3 choices. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ 2 letters ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ, ಅದೆರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಇನ್ 2 letter ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾನು ಎ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಬಂದು 2 ಇರೋದು, ಅದೆರಡು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಿಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ, Imagine that you have small chits of 11 chits, small ಚಿಕ್ಕ papers ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದು ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ತರ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ 2 A ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ 11 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 9 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಎನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಿ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಿ 1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನು 7 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಎ. Now you have 7 individual letters to choose from. ಈ 7 letters ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ 2 choose ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. That is 7C2. ಈ 4 letters ಇವಾಗಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, which is 4 factorial. So what is the answer? 3 into 7C2 means 2 numbers from 7 divided by 2 factorial. Okay. So this is 3 into 4 factorial is 24. What is this? 3 into 7 into 3 into 24. How much do you get? I am using calculator, but you are not supposed to use. Uh, 3 into 3 is 9 into 7 is 63. 63 into 24 is 1512. See, without any repetition, we can form 1680 words. With 2-letter repetition, we can form 1512 words. And then, what if I take 2 repetitions? 2 set of same letters. This is also possible. 2 set of same letters. That means you have A ಮತ್ತೆ N ಎರಡು repeated letters. 2A, 2N ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು 4 letters ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Wait, here also we have to divide by the number of repetitions. Here we should also divide by number of repetitions. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು letters repeat ಆಗಿದೆ? 2 letters repeat ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So this has to be divided by 2 factorial. So the actual number is 7s are 14, 11, 5s are 6, 756 words, not 1512. Understood why we are dividing by 2? Because we have to divide by the number of repetition factorial. Okay. Now we take the third set. Third possibility is that 2 set of repeated letters. Means you are taking 4 letters in that 2 repetitions. A2, N2 ತಗೊಂಡು words ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ N2, I2 ತಗೊಂಡು words ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ A2, I2 ತಗೊಂಡು words ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So you have 3 combinations, 3 set. From this 3 set, you will choose any 2 set. So you will have 4 letters now. This 4 letters you will arrange in 4 factorial ways. Understand clearly why 3C2? Because I have one group AA, one group NN, and one group II. Okay. From this 3 groups, I need to choose any 2 groups. That is 3C2. So after choosing 2 groups, I'm going to have 4 letters. From this 4 letters, you have to do the arrangement, which is 4 factorial. Now, there are repetitions also. 2 letters are repeated, right? So we have to divide it by 2 factorial and 2 factorial. 3C2 is 3. 4 factorial is 24. Here 2 into 2 is 4. So this is 6 and you get 18. Now these are the 3 numbers that you have to add. 1680 and then 756 and 18. 2454 is the answer. See, it will take only 2 minutes for you to solve if you know the procedure, and this type of question is very much repeated, and I have not solved this question in any of my live, in any of my aptitude videos. In permutation or combination, this question is not solved. That's why I have solving it here. Okay, it is time consuming because I'm explaining it to you. Okay, otherwise, only thing you have to know is you're not taking all the letters for rearrangement. You are taking only 4 letters. And if there are no repetitions, then it is just 11P4. That's all. But here we have repetitions. So we need to find out what all cases are there. One, ella letters different irbodu. Repetitions ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 3 groups ಇದೆ repetitions. Maybe 2 same letter ಇದು 2 ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ 4 letters ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ 4 ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. 2 letters ಸೇಮ್, ಇನ್ 2 letter ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ 2 ಸೇಮ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ 3 cases. How to take the values for this? Once you understand this, you might need only 2 minutes for solving this. And in the morning session, I have told you, out of 80 questions, overall out of this total 80 questions, you might have 5 to 6 questions that takes more than 2 minutes to solve. You should not ignore such questions. You have to practice such questions. That is where is your edge, right? ಈ ತರ questions ಎಲ್ಲರೂ skip, most of them skip ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು skip ಮಾಡ್ದಿರಾ ಇದನ್ನ solve ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ 2-3 marks extra ಬಂದ್ರೇನೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ you will get huge ranking difference. Okay, all of you understood this, no? You should be clear with the concept. Okay. And see, all questions will not be like that. Only very few will be of that type. Okay. Next question. Next is determinant based question. We have one of you had asked about questions based on matrices and determinants yesterday. So we are solving a determinants based question. Value of the determinant is, yes, kindly answer this. What is a determinant value? Zero. How? Yes, I'm getting 0 as an answer. Okay, fine. How did you solve this? So how to solve determinants? You have to take this first one and then multiply, leave this row and column, and then you're supposed to multiply like this, right? But this is not how you're supposed to solve. Sharath, in second step, in step 2, 3C1. 3C1 is 3. That's why I have directly taken. I did not observe your message. 3C1 is same as 3. That's why I directly took it as 3. 3C1 only. Okay. Okay, here minus 12 into, you're supposed to take 12, 14, 13, 15. But don't do this way because this is time consuming. Always, when all your determinant based questions, you are not supposed to solve it that way. In MCQ based question, okay? Always in MCQ based question, you should be solving using some properties, and that's how the questions will be given. So look at the options. You have a difference of 1 always, right? 11, 12, 13 is there. Plus 1 gives you the second row, correct? 11 plus 1, 12 plus 1, 13 plus 1 gives you that row. Again, you have plus 1 for the next row. And if you consider columns also, it is the same way. Whenever you have like this, the determinant is 0. Because we have a property, if 2 rows or 2 columns of a determinant is identical, then the determinant value is 0. So if I write here, R2 is equal to R2 minus R1, okay? And then R3 is equal to R3 minus R2. Suppose I write this. You don't have to write this. I'm just writing here. R3 is R3 minus R2. First write R3. It is R3 minus R2. So 13 minus 12, 14 minus 13, 15 minus 14. Now I'll write R2, which is R2 minus R1. 12 minus 11, 13 minus 12, 14 minus 13. Now R1 I am not changing. So here I have 2 rows that are same. Therefore, the determinant is 0. Similarly, you can also write C3 equals to C3 minus C2 also. There wherein you are changing the columns. That way also you can write. Even if you have differences like this, suppose you have 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4. Like this if you have. Now if you take 4 common here, this will also become 1, 1, 1. If one row is a multiple of another row, or if one column is a multiple of another column, then also the determinant is 0. So here the answer is 0. It's a property, and we use that property here to get the answer. Okay, next we have another probability question. This type of question I have solved in the probability video, and I think in yesterday's video also we have solved. India plays 2 matches each with West Indies and Australia. In any match, probability of India getting points 0, 1 and 2 are 0.45, 0.05 and 0.5 respectively. Assuming outcomes are independent, probability of India getting at least 7 points. What does this mean? No, we have not solved this type of question in the previous videos. So India plays 2 matches each with West Indies and Australia. Means how many matches totally India is playing? 4 matches. 2 matches with West Indies, 2 matches with Australia. So totally there are 4 matches. Okay. In this 4 matches, there are 3 different points to score. Either you can score 0 point or 1 point or 2 point. These are the 3 different points that can be scored. Okay. Now, what is the possibility that India gets at least 7 points? Now tell me, what is the least number of points that India can score? See, there are 4 matches. If in all the matches, if India scores 0 points, then the total is 0. This is the least score. What is the highest score that can be scored by India? See, 0, 1 and 2 are the points. 0 is when they lose. 2 is when they win, and this is I think when they're neither losing nor winning. Okay, this is our assumption. Now if they're getting 2 points in each and every match, if they're getting 2 points in each and every match, then they can score 8 points. So this is the least score, this is the highest score. Now the question is, what is the probability that India gets at least 7 points? Means minimum score should be 7, or it can be more than that also. So what should be the scores required? It's going to be 7 or 8 in total. If they have to score 8, then this is the only possibility, right? In all the matches, they should score 2-2. Is that clear? This is one possibility. What is the other possibility? They should score 7. If they have to score 7, then in 3 matches, they have to win. And in only one of the match, they have to get a 0.1. Okay. So scoring 8 is 2, 2, 2, 2. So if they have to score 7, then they should get 3 2s and 1 1. Is this clear? Out of 4 matches, in 3 matches, they should score 2. And in one of the match, they should score 1. Any questions? So far, is it clear? Now, once this is clear, we will get the probability of this. So what is the probability of getting a score 8? In every match, they should score 2 points. What is the probability of getting 2 as the score? What is the probability of getting 2 as the score? 0.5. So first match, he should get 2 points. Second match, 2 points. Third match, 2 points. And fourth match, 2 points. 0.5 power 4 is your this one. So what is 0.5 power 4? 25 into 25, 625, and there has to be 4 digits after decimal point. So it is 0.0625. Understood? This is a probability that they get 8 as a score. Now, what is the probability that they get 7 as a score? If they have to get 7 as the score, then in 3 matches they should score 2, and in 1 match they should score 1. Now, I will assume that they are getting 2 in first 3 matches. Okay, first 3 matches they're getting 2 points. And the last match, they are making 1 point. What is the probability of getting 1 point? It is 0.05. Okay, 0.05. Is this clear? Now, here again, 5 we are multiplying 4 times, which gives you 625. Number of digits after decimal point here is 5 digits. So you get 0.00625. Okay. Now, this is one possibility that I have taken. That is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Means first 3 matches they're scoring 2, and last match they're scoring 1. This can be done in 4 different ways. No, they might be scoring 1 here and 2 here, or they might be scoring 1 here, or they might be scoring 1 here. But in all this, the score is going to remain same. So this score, there are 4 different possibilities. So multiply into 4. Understood this? Yes or no? Why we are getting 0.00625 into 4? This is 0.025. Now this one and this one you need to add to get the answer. 0.0625 and 0.025. By adding this, you will get 5780. 0.0875. Okay. The answer is at least 7, means they can score 7 points, and more than 7 is 8. Can they score 9? No, because there are only 4 matches they're playing, and maximum point they can win in every match is 2 only. So in every match, if they win 2 points also, they'll make only 8 points. So either they have to get 7 points or 8 points. So to get 8 points, there is only one possibility. Every match they should get 2 as the score. And probability of getting 2 is 0.5. So 0.5 4 times gives you 0.0625. This is the probability of getting 8 as their score. Probability of getting 7 is when 3 matches they should win. 1 match they should get 1 point. In other 3 matches they should get 2 points. So I have assumed they're getting 1 in the 4th match. This score is 0.0625. But 1 can be there in 4th match also, or in 3rd match, or in 2nd match, or in 1st match. So 4 different chances are there. And for everything, the value is going to be same. It's just that where you're writing this 0.5 varies, but everything else it's going to be same. So you will get the same value 3 other times also. So we are multiplying this with 4. And then add these two, that gives you the answer. Okay. Yes. We will solve our next question. It's a circle-based question. How many of you have learned? No, not this. This is X and this is conic section. Okay, we will solve a trigonometry-based question next. I think question number 14 is a grace mark, no? The previous year. This is in 2019. There are 2 questions they have copied, literally, under the same question number. We will solve both. This is one question. The other one is a limit-based question. I think let's not solve that because limits you don't have anyways. This is 2020. Not in 2018, it is in 2020. That is limits. Okay. Limits you don't have for your syllabus. We'll solve this. Any idea how to solve this one? 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, up to 89 degrees. Of course, you will not use the values because you don't know the values, right? We know values only for 0 degree, 35, 30, 45, 60, 90, and multiples of that. 180, 135, all that you can write. But here they have given 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, up to 89 degrees. And product of all this. How do you solve this? Which identity will you use? Okay, let me tell you. All of you know what is complementary angle? Complementary angles in trigonometry. And you know ASTC rules? One, yes, correct, Dhruva. See, there is one way to guess. Wherever you have products, no, like this, if in a trigonometric question of this type, if you have all products, you will not get 0. Okay, 1 will be the answer. Sometimes -1 is possible, but here since 1 is the only option, you can mark 1. If it is all plus and minus, tan 1 plus tan 2 plus tan 3, something like that, if you have in addition or subtraction, you can take the answer as 0. That is a guess. Most of 90% of the times that guess will work. So in case you are not see infinity, no, it is not infinity. I think it is 1. I think it is 1. I have not yet solved this. Okay, so this is a guess you can take in case you are not having time or you're not sure how to solve this. If you have all products, then mark the answer as 1. Answer is going to be 1 or -1 only. You mark it as 1. If it is all sum, most of the times the answer is 0. So you can mark it as 0. Anyway, we'll discuss about complementary angles. Complementary angles means any angle, if you write it as 90 minus or 90 plus, that is called as complementary angles. 90 plus or minus theta. If you express an angle as 90 plus or minus, then it is called as a complementary angle. So if you have 30 degrees, you can write it as 90 minus 60. Okay. If you have say 120 degrees, you can write it as 90 plus 30. Understood? This is complementary angle where we are trying to write it as 90 plus or 90 minus. Here, all the angles that you, and then once you write it as 90 plus or 90 minus, ratio changes to its co-ratio. That is, if you have tan 30, once you write it as 90 minus 60, you will make it as cot. Is that clear? Whenever you write an angle as 90 minus or 90 plus, ratio changes to its co-ratio. That is, tan changes to cot, or if you have cot, it changes to tan. Sine changes to cos, or cos changes to sine. Secant changes to cosecant, and vice versa. This is called as co-ratios. Reciprocal ratios are different. Reciprocal ratio is where sine is equal to 1 by cosecant, right? Cos is equal to 1 by secant. So sine and cosecant are reciprocal ratios. Cos and secant are reciprocal ratios. Tan and cot, their reciprocal ratios also, co-ratios also. So right now for complementary angles, whenever you write an angle as 90 plus or 90 minus, a ratio changes to its co-ratio. That is the first thing you need to understand. So here every angle can be written as 90 minus. So what we will do here is tan 1, I'll write it as it is. And what is the last value you have? Tan 89 is there, right? This tan 89, I can write it as, okay. Tan 89, I can write it as tan 89 can be written as 90 minus 1. Is this clear? See, first one, I will keep it as it is. The last one, see, this is dots. You have to write from 1, 2, 3 up to 89. You have to write. Last one can be written as 89 can be written as 90 minus 1. All of you understood this? Similarly, tan 2 degrees here is there. That I'll keep it as it is. But before this, before tan 89, we will be having tan 88, right? The tan 88, I can write it as 90 minus 2. So half of the angles, I will keep it as it is. Remaining half of the angles, I will all write it as 90 minus. Now tan 90 minus 1 is cot 1. Tan 90 minus 2 is cot 2 degrees. Is it clear? Tan and cot gets cancelled because they are reciprocal ratios, because cot 1 degree, cot theta can be written as 1 by tan theta. Okay. Cot theta is 1 by tan theta, or you can say tan theta is 1 by cot theta. So this cot 1 degrees, you can also write it as 1 by tan 1. So this tan 1 and this tan 1, 1 by tan 1 will get cancelled. So tan 2 will get cancelled to tan 2. Cot 2. So like this, you have all the angles that is written as 90 minus, which changes to cot, and then that gets cancelled with the original tan. So you can change that until tan 44, I believe. Okay, so for tan 44, and then you have tan 45. Tan 46, you can write it as cot of 90 minus. All the angles you can change? No, right? From 1 to 89, you have 89 values. In this, half of them you can change. 44, you can write it as it is. So first 44 angles, you will write it as it is. Last 44 angles, you will reverse. The middle value, which is tan 45, you will not change. So here, everything else will get cancelled and it will be 1. Tan 45 is your answer, which is also 1. Tan 90 is infinity. Okay. Tan 45 is what you will be left with, and that is 1. All of you understood this? If this includes tan 90, then it will be infinity. Because irrespective of what all these values, you're multiplying with tan 90. Tan 90 is infinity. See, understand, if you have searched in internet, you might have got like that. In this, we are taking from tan 1 to tan 89. Suppose we are multiplying with tan 0 also. Then you don't have to do all this, because tan 0 is 0. 0 into anything, you're going to get 0. Answer will be 0. Suppose tan 0 is not there. Instead, up to tan 89 is given here. No, suppose we are multiplying up to tan 90. Tan 90 is infinity, which means very large number. With that, whatever you multiply, it will still remain large number only. In that case, you can mark C as the answer. Here we have only up to 89, 1 to 89. Okay, 1 and 89 gets cancelled, 2 and 88 gets cancelled. Like this, all the values up to 44, it will get cancelled. 44 gets cancelled with 46. Only tan 45 will be remaining. Okay, and this tan 45 value is 1. Is this clear, everybody? Yes or no? We have a probability question, which I think you can solve, because similar question we have already done. We have another question based on log. We'll solve that. Yes, let me know if you have any particular question that you want me to solve, or any topic. I will pick a question from that topic. Solve this question. You can use the okay, then 72 power x is equal to, yes. You can use the properties that we have used earlier in the session. You can use the same properties. Solve this and tell me the answer. Done? Okay, Kim has given an answer. Why you deleted it? Did you just guess? If log y to the base 3 is x and log z to the base 2 is x. Then 72 power x is equal to. If you observe here, log y and log z are given. Both are equal to x. But then they have mentioned base as log 3 and base as 3 and 2. So it is understood somewhere you have to express this 72 as 3 and 2 product. So first see, we have to look at the question. Question is 72 power x. And the options are all in y into z. So we have to first understand that. Okay, we will check, Sharath. I'm not sure I have to solve this. You have to convert this log to index form first. How do you know? Because here also there is no log. Here in the answers there is no log. So we will convert this first to index form. Log y to the base 3 is x, and then log z to the base 2 is x. Okay. So you know that to convert to index form, we will not write log. We'll take 3 as the base. This x and y will interchange. So 3 power x is y. Here also we will not write log. 2 is a base. Z and x will interchange. So this is z. So 3 power x is y, 2 power x is z. Now I need to find out what is 72 power x. 72 power x. So 72, I have to write it as a product of 3 and 2. So what you can write? 3 and 2, how many times you have to multiply in order to get 72? Write down the factors of 72 first. 72 factors are, 72 is 8 into 9, right? 8 into 9. 8 is 2 power 3 and 9 is 3 power 2. Okay. 8 is 2 power 3 and 9 is 3 power 2. So you need 72 power x. So 3 power x. What's the question? What are the options? Y square z cube. Okay, fine. So 72 power x means this thing to the power x. Okay. Angle between two lines questions. So, okay, fine. 72 power. First, we write the prime factors of 72. 72 is 8 into 9. 8 can be written as 2 cube and 9 can be written as 3 square. Okay. Now we are supposed to find 72 power x. So for this I have applied power, means for this also we'll have to apply power. Now we have loss of indices, no? A into b whole power m. If you have, this power is distributed to these two. You can write it as a power m into b power m. So I will write it like that. 2 power 3x into 3 power 2x. But we are supposed to write x is common, right? Now we are supposed to write it in terms of y and z. So this can be written as in the same way. If you have a into mn, a power mn, okay, a power product. This can be written as a power m whole power n, or it can also be written as a power n whole power m. Two powers. If you have product of two powers, you can write like this: a power m whole power n or a power n whole power m. Now this is 2 power 3x. I can write it as 2 power x whole power 3 into. This is 3 power 2x, which can be written as 3 power x whole power 2. It's like I'm bringing this x power inside and this power I'm taking it outside, because 3 power x and 2 power x is what I know, and that is what is required in the answer. So what is 2 power x? Z. For z it has to be cube. 3 power x is y. For y it is square. This is the answer. Y square and z cube. Answer is option A. Okay. All of you understood this? Okay. Solve this question. This is very easy. I'll give you only 1 minute time to solve this. Finished? What's the answer? Coefficient of x cube y power 4 in binomial theorem, is it? Okay. Fine. Sharath has asked to solve a question. We will do that. Okay, so we have the answer. Dhruva is saying the answer is 64. We will see. This I have told you again in the logarithmic video. I have explained this. If you have log a to the base b, you can write it as log a divided by log b. Or you can also write it as reciprocal. That is log a to the base b. You can write it as 1 by log b to the base a. Okay. Or we can write it as log a by log b also. Fine. Now what we have is 1 by log 64 to the base 2 we have. And if you observe in this question, everything is log 64 only, but to different base. There are two ways of solving this. I have explained if you have log of a number to the same base, it is always equal to 1. Log of a number to the same base is equal to 1. So if you have a number which can be expressed as one of the powers of this base, say for example, if you have log 16 to the base 2. Now 16 can be written as 2 power 4, right? Log of 2 power 4 to the base 2. Now this power becomes product because of one of the properties that we have used before. Now log 2 to the base 2 is 1. So this becomes 4. So if you have anything like this, where 16 is 2 power 4, you know that you don't have to write all these steps. Directly you can write 4. Clear? If you can write this number as a power of this base, that power will be the answer. These are the steps, but you don't have to write. Directly you can write the answer. So we can solve this particular question in two ways. I will explain both the methods. So method 1 is using our the previous one that I just said. 1 by log 64 to the base 2 can be written as log 64 divided by log 2, and this log 2 will go to the numerator. Log 2 by log 64 it will be. Okay. So you can write this as log 2 by log 64 plus. Again, this is log 64 by log 8, which goes to the numerator. So log 8 by log 64 plus 1 by 64 to the base 4 is log 64 by log 4. Again, that log 4 will go to the numerator. Log 4 by log 64. Clear? So log 64 is common in the denominator. In the numerator, we have log 2 plus log 8 plus log 4. So what is log A plus log B plus log C? If we have log of A into B, we will write it as log of A plus log of B. If I'm having log of some number plus log of another number, it means I can write it was actually log of product of these two numbers. Okay, so if I have log of A into B into C, I will write plus log C here. If I have product, I need to take individual logs and add them. All these properties I have explained in detail in that video, in that members only video, logarithms. So here I have log 2 plus log 8 plus log 4, which is originally log of 2 into 8 into 4. Reverse application of that first logarithm property. Now 2 into 8 into 4 is nothing but 64. So log 64 by log 64 gets cancelled. The answer is 1. Okay, this is one method of solving. Method 2 is where I told you this property, right? Log of a to the base a is 1. So if this number, if you're able to express it as m, then the answer is m. Because it becomes m into log a to the base a, and then log a to the base a becomes 1, right? Using this property, if I write 1 by log of 64 can be written as 64 can be written as log of which 2 power what? 2 power 6. Okay, 64 is 2 power 6. So, mm, 64 is 2 power 6. So, log of 2 power 6 to the base 2 is 6. Plus, here 64 can I write as a power of 8? Yes. 8 square is 64, right? So, 1 by, that will be the answer. Here 64 can be written as 4 cube. So, this is 1 by 3. Understood how to write? How I have written this? I've directly I have not taken logarithm properties at all. Directly I have used this property. If you can express the number as a power of this base, then this power is a number. Answer. So 64 can be written as 2 power 16, 2 power 6. Here base is 2. Can I express as power of 2? Yes, 2 power 6. So that is 6. Here's a base is 8. Can I express 64 as a power of 8? Yes, 8 square is 64. So 2 is a power. Here base is 4. Can I express this 64 as power of 4? Yes, I can write it as 4 cube. So this 3 is the answer. Now you will have to take LCM. LCM is 6. This is 1 by 6 plus here 2 is there. You need to multiply 3 to get 6. So here you get 3. And here you need to multiply 2 in order to get 6. So here also you should multiply 2. This is 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6 by 6 you will get, which is 1. All of you understood this? Any questions? Both the methods can be used. This method will always work. This method, it is dependent on what are the options. Look at the options. Based on options, you will know that all the logs are getting cancelled. Therefore, no need to use this method. You can use this method. Sometimes you might get the, after simplifying this, if you're getting some answer like log of 30 to the base 2, something like this, then you know that log is not getting cancelled. So you can use this method. When you see the options, you will know which method will give you the answer quickly. Next question is based on matrices. Matrices, I have shared the video in members only section just before this class. See, if you observe, I wanted to upload like 20 videos under members section for MCA students, max videos, but I could not. Due to some restrictions in YouTube, it is taking so much time since the frequency of upload is too many. I'm uploading both, I'm taking live sessions also and uploading the videos for MBA section, MCA section, both. It is considering unusual activity in the account and it checks so much before it uploads. So for a 1.5 hour video, uploading is taking like, usually it takes some 15 minutes maybe for uploading a 1.5 hour video with good Wi-Fi speed. But now from this past 2-3 days, for uploading this 1.5 hour video, it takes like more than half an hour. And then there is some processing that happens, checking, processing and all that. That takes more than 1 hour. Because of that, I'm not. And then there is some restriction before which you upload the next video. That is because I never upload this many videos in a day. Okay, so I was not able to upload everything. But even then, see, if you check the problems that we have solved so far, matrices, I have done logarithm and then binary, what is that, binomial theorem, all that is done. Just by the videos that I have uploaded so far, you can get almost like 6 to 8 marks, at least. 6 to 8 questions you will get. And if you get questions under 2 mark section, it will be more marks. Okay, so this is multiplication, matrix multiplication. A is a 3 cross 3 matrix. B is a 3 cross 3 matrix. AB will also be a 3 cross 3 matrix. Whenever you are multiplying matrices, you will get a product which is also a square matrix. Okay. Now they have given AB and AB also. You are supposed to find out what is x plus y. Here, you need not do the multiplication because that is given already. Actually, yeah, that is given already. You need to find out what is x plus y. When you have two variables, to find out the answer, you need two equations. Okay. So now you have to figure out how to multiply. Now don't multiply the entire A and B matrix. You have to understand which one to multiply. All of you know what is matrix multiplication, right? First row, you should multiply with first column, second column, and third column. That will be your first row, first column elements of the matrix. Okay, first row you are multiply with elements of first column. 1 into 1, 2 into 0, x into 0. That is your first row, first column element. Then take this first row, multiply with all the elements of the second column. 1 into minus 2, 2 into 1, and then 2 into 0. That is your first row, second column element. And then first row with third column you need to multiply. That is your first row, third column element. Then you take second row, multiply with first, second, third row to get this. Okay. But now don't do that. That will be very, very time consuming. We don't need that. Basically, what is that they've asked us to find? Only x plus y. So you should choose that row and column which uses both x and y. So if you take this first row and multiply with third column, you will get both x and y. Understood? Yes or no? See, first row, if you multiply with first column, 1 into 1, 2 into 0, x into 0. So it is an integer, no x, no y also. This one, if you multiply with second one also, you will get x as 0 because you're multiplying x and 0. Only this first row and third column is giving you one equation which has both x and y. So no need to multiply all this. You need to multiply only this one with this one. This is where you will save time. Okay, if you don't know this if you don't know this, how to simplify only what is required, you will end up, AB is given product, you will end up multiplying this entire AB and then compare that with this and then you will get that one line. Here we need first row and this third column we need to multiply. Okay, 1 into y is y plus 2 into 0 is 0 plus x into 1 is x, and that is equal to this value which is 0. That's all you need to know. You have to find x plus y, right? This is x plus y. That is equal to 0. As simple as that. Once you know what it is, it hardly took like 10 seconds for you to solve. Maybe identifying that you don't have to multiply everything should take another 10-15 seconds. That's all. So less than 1 minute, you will be able to solve the question. So all matrix questions are not lengthy. They do not expect, see, in this multiple choice question paper, they do not expect you to solve everything. Okay. You need to solve only what is required. Just give me 1 minute time. We'll continue. I'll give one question. You keep solving. Solve this question. Have you solved? What is the answer? Find all t such that the determinant, given determinant is equal to 0. See, look at the options. Options has only 3 and 10 with different signs. Okay. So here you can substitute the options and check. Or basically, if you simplify this, you're going to get a quadratic equation. Whichever you feel easy, you can use that. Both are almost, both take same amount of time. First, we will solve it using option. Options has 3 and 10, right? So I will first check with 3. If I take 3, 3 minus 4 is minus 1. This is 3. This is 2. 3 minus 9 is minus 6. See, you have to check when you have 4 options like this. You have to check only okay. So here you have to check only with 2 options. First check with 3. If that is correct, then these options with minus 3 are wrong. Then check 10. If that is also giving you 0, then option A is the answer. If that is not giving 0, then of course option D is the answer. Suppose 3 is not 0, then definitely minus 3 will give 0. You don't have to check that, because that is why I told you need to look at the options. Okay. If 3 is not giving you 0, then this and this are wrong. Only minus 3 will be the option, right? After that, check with 10. And if that is correct, then C will be the option. Otherwise, minus 10 will be the option. So now I'm checking with 3. Now multiply this. Minus 1 into minus 6 is plus 6. Minus 3 into 2 is 6. This is 0. So 3 is correct. So minus 3 is wrong. So option B and C are wrong. So either it is 10 or minus 10. Now I will, this is t equals to 3. Now I'll check t equals to 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 10 minus 9 is 1. And this is 3 and 2. See here, 6 into 1 is 6. Minus 3 into 2 is also 6. This also gives you 0. So the answer is option A. Okay. Understood? How to solve it without using the options? Since you know how to solve determinant, these two you need to multiply. Multiply principal diagonal elements minus multiply these two. So you will get t minus 4 into t minus 9. Okay. T minus 4 into t minus 9 minus 3 into 2 is 6. So this is t square. Minus 4t minus 9t is minus 13t. And then minus 4 minus 9, when you multiply, you will get plus 36. And then this is minus 6. Okay. So you will get t square minus 13t plus 30 equals to 0. Now you can do factorization. You need to get 30 by 2, taking 2 numbers, and this is plus. So both the numbers that you choose should be plus or should be minus. And here we have minus. So both are minus. Okay. Minus 3 and minus 10. Minus 3 and minus 10, when you multiply, you will get plus 30. When you add, you will get minus 13. And this I have explained in the equations video. Factorization I have explained in the equations video. If these are the factors, so these are factors. So what are roots of the equation? With opposite signs, that is 3 and 10, which are your answers. Okay, means this minus 13t, you will spread it as minus 3t and minus 10t. So it is supposed to be written as minus 3t minus 10t plus 30 equals to 0. All that we don't have to do. Directly we can write the roots. So if you take t common here, you will get minus 3. Minus 10 if you take common, you will get t minus 3. Then you will get t minus 3 into t minus 10 is 0, which means t is plus 3 or plus 10. So all these steps are not necessary. If you are able to do factorization, then find out the factors, directly write the roots. How to write the roots? First, whatever you have written factors, write it with opposite sign. So minus 3 and minus 10 I have, so we should write plus 3 and plus 10. Divide this by coefficient of t square. Okay, so if coefficient t or x, whatever you have, the square term, if the square term's coefficient is 1, then that's all is the answer. Suppose the square term's coefficient was something like 2, then 3 by 2 and 10 by 2 will be the roots. Okay, so once you find factors, take it with opposite sign and then divide by coefficient of the square term to get the roots. So the answer is 3 and 10. But as I told you, look at the options and then decide how to whether to check from the options or not. Right. Okay, and then there is a question that student here in the Zoom session has asked. We'll solve that. It's based on binomial theorem. Find the coefficient of x cube y power 4 in 2x plus 3y square power 5. Is it correct? 2x plus 3y square power 5. So you need to find the coefficient of x cube y power 4 in this expansion. Okay. Now to solve this, we will take the general term formula. What is the general term formula? TR plus 1 is equal to NCR and then x power r, a power n minus r. Okay, x power r into a power n minus r. This is the formula for general term. Here, this is n, this is n, this is a, this is b with powers. R we don't know. R is the term. That is, suppose if I want fifth term, if I want to find fifth term, means it is T5. T5 is the fifth term. This can be written as T4 plus 1. So R is 4. Screen is not visible. I'm sorry. Now is it fine? Okay, so if you are finding fifth term, you are finding T5. For finding T5, R value will be 4. This again you will understand if you have watched binomial theorem video. Now I think the video is visible, no? Yeah. So TR plus 1 is NCR into x power r into a power n minus r. Here, I don't know which term we are finding. There is a term which has x cube and y power 4. I don't know which term that is. So we don't know r, except that everything else we know. So this is compared with the standard form x plus a power n. This is not a and b. This is your x and a. Okay. So what is n? N is 5. 5CR into, in place of x, I have 2x power r. Don't forget to put this brackets. It's very important because if you just write 2x power r, you might miss 2 power r. So x is completely this first term, which is 2x. For this 2x, power is r. And then a is this complete second term, which is 3y square. Okay. For this 3y square, you have to put n minus r, which is 5 minus r. This is your term. Okay, and this term is supposed to have x cube and y power 4 as the coefficient. For this, first we simplify this. Simplify this. 5CR. Simplify all these numericals and x and y terms separately. This becomes 2 power r, and then we have x power r, and then 3 power 5 minus r, and then y power 2 into 5 minus r. Okay, 2 into 5 minus r. That gives you 10 minus 2r. Okay, this is a simplification. Now I will write this xy together, all the numericals together. So 5CR into 2 power r into 3 power 5 minus r. All this is numericals, and then we have x power r into y power 10 minus 2r. These are the variables, 2r. This is the variables. Okay, this part is the coefficient. Clear? This is our answer. Now to find this, we need to know what is r, right? Only if we know r, we will be able to find the answer for this one. So first compare this. We are supposed to find out coefficient of this term. So compare now. This is supposed to be x cube y power 4. So for x cube y power 4, comparing this, what should be the value of r? 3, right? In place of r, I have 3. Also compare the second one. Don't just assume here r is 3, so immediately do not assume that is the answer. Maybe the question is wrong. If none of these is not there, then you don't have to check this one. But if none of these is one of the options, I do not have options for this question. So suppose you have none of these as one of the options, then this 10 minus 2r should also match 4. Okay. Here if you take r as 3, 2 into 3 is 6, 10 minus 6 is 4. That is also satisfied. So here, what is the value of r? It is 3. So what is the coefficient? Only this part I will write with r as 3, 5C3, 2 power 3, 3 power 5 minus 3, which is 2. 5C3 is 10. You can simplify. It is 10. 2 cube is 8. And 3 square is 9. So answer is 720. Understood this? This type of questions are very common. Practice the questions of this type. You have only one formula in binomial theorem. This is the only formula you have. What are the things you need to keep in mind? If you are finding fifth term, then r value is 4. If you are finding 10th term, r value is 9. Okay, one less than the term that you are finding. That is r value. This is your n. Whatever you have written here, that is x. The entire term that you have written is your a. If this is having minus, then including minus is your second term a. Okay. And if the question is find the constant term in the expansion of this. Okay, find the constant term. If they say constant term, it means that term does not have variable only. In that case, you will not have both x and y. You will have only x. Okay, you will have something like this, 2x plus 3 by x square. You'll have some expansion like this where x and x square is there. Okay. So in this kind of questions, they will ask you find the constant term. Constant term is the one which does not have x. They might also ask you find the term independent of x, which is same. It does not have x. So same formula you use, substitute n, x, a, and then you group all the numericals together and this variable together. Now, if this term does not have x, it means this x power has to be 0. Okay, equating that, you will get the value of r. Suppose you have 10 minus 2r as the power, that has to be 0. If that has to be 0, find out what should be the value of r. So 2r should be 10, so r should be 5. And then substitute, you will get the independent term. Okay. If they ask you find coefficient of this, then this power you should equate it to this coefficient, whatever they have given, this power of x that they have given. If they say independent term, then this power that we took here, you have to equate it to 0. That is binomial theorem. Okay, any questions? Fine. We shall wind up the session now, and probably I'll take one more session. I think at 2:30 I'll take another session, maybe 2:30 or 3. Okay, and we will have a 1.5 hour session because again I have some classes in the evening. I have a continuous class from 5 to 9 today. So I will be able to take 1.5 hour session so I can rest a while. And if you have any doubts, you can share it in WhatsApp. And if you are already a member, then there are some videos uploaded under Max section and verbal ability also. Go through all that. And I will upload another 2-3 videos today. And tonight also I'll upload, but try to learn whatever is available. Try to learn from that. Okay. Okay, then see you all in the afternoon session. All the best.